Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In today's video, I'm doing a little bit of a March reset. And if you're new here and you've kind of missed some of my videos, I took a long hiatus, but now I'm back. I'll link some of those other videos for you so that you can catch yourself up to speed and why I took a break and why I'm back to YouTube. But I actually think that I want this video to be less of like a monthly reset and more of a how I've been using Notion this year, what my process is for setting yearly goals, monthly goals, looking at a week ahead and looking at what's like upcoming this month. And so I kind of want to focus on that just because my content that's planned out for this month is going to be a lot of like resetting spatially just because I'm going to be moving. We're getting to springtime and it just like feels like a natural way to kind of see like I have been using this system for the past like 2 months now, and it's been really working for me, and I've tweaked the things that aren't. I just think it makes more sense to kind of focus in on Notion this month. So this is going to be kind of like a sit down style video. Grab a drink, grab a cozy blanket, and this is my 2025 Notion template. And this was actually inspired by Jenna Hong. If you don't follow her, you should, because she is the queen of Notion. And she also makes these free templates, and I get so much inspiration from her. Hers was actually blue. That made sense for like her and her journey this year, but I wanted to choose green because green means growth to me, and this is a big year of growth. As you know, I'm starting a new job, I'm moving cities, so it just kind of feels like a lot of big things. So I kind of went the green route. First, let's get into like how I plan my week. And I have it broken up by daily tasks, weekly tasks, and important upcoming. And this has been really helpful for me just to have like an overview of like what's kind of coming up for me this week. And like what's coming up this month. Currently in daily tasks, I have edit. Sometimes this looks like steps or movement, things like that. Weekly doctor's appointments, maybe it's like some sort of documents I need. Important upcoming, that could be like right now we're moving, and so we need to get like renter's insurance and like a bunch of other things. So that's kind of how I'm separating that, and that is working really well. Under personal, I really notice that I've been gravitating towards the job tracking just because I just recently got a new job. But other than that, I haven't really been using anything else under that personal tab. Under growth and development, yearly goals, monthly goals, we'll get into all of that. I gravitate towards those a lot. And then under miscellaneous recipes, I use this probably like all the time just because it has just the recipe only and none of the ads, which when you go on Pinterest, it's just like all ads the whole time and it can be a little daunting. I'd say in this section, the miscellaneous section, I'm using recipes the most, and then the TV, books, and film sections the most. It's sometimes nice to have like a place where I can like write down my thoughts on like a book that I'm reading because I don't want to do that in Goodreads. And so it just feels like a little bit more private. And then lastly, passions. I have YouTube planning, branding ideas, and then just like brain dump. And then over here, I really like having the time displayed and just like a month kind of calendar. And then I really like this like year, month, quarter feature. I actually think it's been helping me a lot in terms of like tracking where I'm at and like how much time I have left in a month. It's been really great. Let's go ahead and dive into yearly goals and then we'll do monthly goals. This is really the year that I want to embrace change. I want to find balance and I want to create a home with moving and kind of starting from scratch. This is going to be like a big year of growth for me, a big year of change. And so I really this Notion template to kind of like embrace that. Down below, I have everything kind of sorted into like a couple categories. So first I have move, then personal well-being. This year was get a new job in LA, and I actually crossed this off in February, and that felt really good. And then build a new routine in my new city. So that's going to be like, what gym do I go to? What grocery store is the closest? What does my laundry situation look like? Things like that. And then on top of that, like habits. So like, when am I I'm going on my walks or when am I getting my steps in, things like that. And then I really want to make my apartment feel like a home. I'm a homebody and I really love to nest. And then I want to explore my new city. I want to try going to new places at least like once a month. Sometimes I get caught up in my own rhythm, but I want to like explore. And then under personal, take more pictures and videos. I found that the last year or so, I just haven't been taking as many pictures. And like I do take videos because of YouTube, but I've always loved photography. And so it's really important to me that I take more pictures going into 2025. I want to read at least 12 books. I want to track my budget. I ended up buying this budget template on Etsy. It's like a pretty budget template. It like was like $10 in January, and so far so good. I've been following that and it's been giving me like good insight into how much I spend. So that's been great. And then get back into a routine with YouTube. I mean, here we are, right? But I do want to have this feel more like a habit. This is my second video that will be coming out since my hiatus, and so it's still kind of feeling like something I like, a skill I need to practice. So working on like improving that, I guess. Health and well-being. I really want to focus on my posture this year. I have like really terrible posture. So that's kind of a goal. And then intuitive eating. I feel like sometimes I'm not good at that. So I want to focus on foods and activities that make me feel good. So that's kind of where I'm at. Now that we know yearly goals, we can kind of take a look at monthly goals. I'm losing the light a little bit, so I have to kind of hurry through this, but now on to monthly goals, and let's take a look at February. Even though I didn't film this video, I still went through and did my own February goals, but I wanted to film one video, and I did that. I'll link that for you in case you haven't seen it yet. Find an apartment. This was a rough process, but we did find one. And complete February finance tracker. I'm not crossing this off yet because I'm filming this a little bit early. It's February 24th right now, and so there's still some time left before I complete that. And then move the needle forward with jobs. I ended up getting a new job where I kind of talk about this in the video that I posted earlier this month, so I got to cross that off too. And then I updated this to be a look ahead, so like what's the best case scenario this month, and I put finding an apartment that fits all of our needs, and we were able to do that, so I'm gonna cross that off too. And then what am I looking forward to this month? Getting an apartment. So we'll cross that off as well. And then end of month reflection. It was kind of an intense month. This month felt like it went by really slowly. There was like kind of this Groundhog Day element to it for us. But yeah, it was just really intense with the move, and especially with finding an apartment. We're so lucky that we have family down there who was able to help tour for us, but it was still really challenging. It was pretty emotional saying goodbye to my friends and my family in the area here and to our apartment. Like, we haven't left this apartment yet, but I'm still kind of like grieving the loss of that. I've lived here for 5 years and I get really attached to the spaces that I'm in. And so that will kind of be an adjustment for me. And then highlights are just like memorable moments, wrapping up my time at my current job, saying goodbye to work friends. I received some flowers. I received cards, which was really sweet. The celebration of getting a new job. I did a Galentine's Day with my girlfriends. So overall, this was like a very memorable month, and for a lot of reasons. And then things I learned are that things just have a funny way of like falling into place, and you kind of just have to trust the process. You're kind of angled up, so I'm gonna move you down a little bit. Favorite show, we started getting into the X-Files and I really enjoyed this song, All I Ever Asked by Rachel Chinori. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then memory, going down the slide with my friend Anne, getting the new job, and then getting approved for an apartment. That all felt like a really big relief. So that's February. And let's take a look at March. The thing that I love about my new monthly spread is that I have it broken up by quarters and the yearly goals leading into the quarters. So when I'm making these goals, I can kind of see like what other goals have I not achieved yet. Okay, let's take a look at March. Number one is move, and we will be moving in March. And then getting organized and comfortable in a new place. That's going to be like a little challenging for me because I know I'm going to want to just like have it all like ready to go, but realistically that takes time. So I need to have a little grace with that. And then getting into a new routine with like my new job, my apartment, my habits, etc. And what does my look ahead look like? So best case scenario would be settling in to those new routines and rhythms, changing over addresses, and all those annoying things that kind of come with moving. And then what am I looking forward to this month? Kind of settling into our new normal. I think that's all that I have to share right now in terms of Notion. Video is going to be a little bit short. It's just kind of me talking through like my goals, what's upcoming for me, and kind of where I'm at. But maybe it's needed because I took such a long hiatus. I don't know. But realistically, I do want to change the format of these videos. I'm kind of interested in doing more of like a sit down and kind of like cleaning or like getting organized type of video, just to kind of spice it up, because I think sometimes it can get a little boring with just like a talking head video. But I think this month it makes sense because we're still like catching up and there's a lot upcoming, and there's also going to be like a lot of like kind of resetting, spatial resetting coming up. So I generally think that the talking head video makes sense. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for some moving content, hopefully, and I look forward to catching up with you in the next video.